What are the special features of our course content? Yes, we are covering IFRS required for exam. You will not get, I bet with you, you will not get any course which will teach you how to convert balance sheet under old formats, old standards to new standards. Now you will say how? Because I sit with Reliance balance sheet, Asian Paint balance sheet, L&T balance sheet, and analyze and explain you. And I will recommend you to even study those balance sheets apart from the syllabus of the exam also. Then you will be able to do wonders. So one is exam related. Second is learning balance sheets, how to make them. Third is creating live balance sheet along with processes. Yes, anything you want to say?
So this exam that you're talking about, this is about diploma in IFR exam from ACCA
That's
London.
right. Yes. DIFR exam held by ACCA London. And in fact, that is the only recognized exam, and today it is held in 100 countries and 14 cities of India. Okay. And it is being held for last 10 years. So there is nothing new about it. Alright. Now having said that, I told you, you learn for the exam passing, you learn concepts and knowledge, you learn live balance sheets, and you learn how to prepare it. If you learn from our course, and if you have any difficulty, you call me. I will explain you how we can ensure that you will get the knowledge when you join for a job or go for an interview. You can strongly tell them that I have done a course where I was given the actual balance sheet, published balance sheet in the old format and in the new format, and I was taught how to convert them. Because most of the people come to me and say, sir, we go for the interview, but the interviewer says that you have passed the exam, but you know only theories. You do not know, have practical experience. So why should we select you? To that, all my past students go and answer that, sir, practical experience we have a lot. We will share with you how the Adidas did the impairment of goodwill calculation. We will share with you how ISAR and Jubilant Groups did the property, plant, equipment capitalization. We will share with you how a Blue Star like company did the construction accounting under new Ind AS 115. Okay. We will share with you how Saudi Arabia companies ESOP complex schemes were fair valued and accounted for. We will share with you how Gammon India does the accounting for an intangible asset called toll collection rights. The whole recording is full of examples and examples and examples, and you will be able to quote them after getting conceptually understood. And that is where we make a marked difference than any other class. Let me be frank, blunt. Now, how is it possible? Simple reason. I have been working for 30 years in industry. Plus, last 10 years, I have done at least 100 Ind AS assignments. And those who want to know the names of the companies where the assignments are done, let me give you the name. Mahiko Seeds. Let me give you the name. Eris Agro. Let me give you the names. BG Shirke Constructions. Okay. And like that, I can give you huge number of examples. Okay. At least 100. Of course, subsidiaries.
So I'll just interrupt it here. That sir, this Ind AS is applicable to which all companies as per the Companies Act?
Right. Now, I would like to frankly share with you, Ind AS and IFRS are almost copy. So not only we have implemented Ind AS, but also we have implemented IFRS. Can I learn what is IFRS? Required for deep IFRS exam? Yes. Can I learn how to do international assignments on IFRS? Yes. Now why? Because I have shared my experiences when we did the implementation. We did the implementation of foreign subsidiaries of Mahiko Steels. We did the implementation of Royal Bank of Saudi Arabia. Lazard Bank of Saudi Arabia. We did that. And we have done many implementation otherwise. Then how to do index implementations? Yes, that is also being taught. How to do first time adoption? We are teaching that. So you are not going to learn only the theoretical course, because don't keep only passing of DPIFRS as your goal. Anybody takes any education, he looks for ROI on that, return on investment. And return on investment can come only when you can crack the interviews showing your practical knowledge of the subject. Then we also take live balance sheets, as I told you. We are now covering hedge fund also. Nobody will give you this knowledge. Hedge fund also. Then we are also covering the, what should we say? The typical disclosures from various balance sheets. Okay. Next thing which I am doing is industry sector wise. Each industry sector, around 7 to 8, we have created the case studies. Okay. So the 1 year which we spent in revamping our course, we have added so much addition to the course that you will be amazed. And if at all you find short of anything, yes, we will go one step further and add those hours. You just demand, because currently I am on the knowledge sharing spree. All right. One of my students is in Philippines. Few of my students are in Dubai. Few of my students are in Canada. One of my students is in France. Quite a few number is in USA. Then there are few students in London. Okay. Around 10 countries, our students have gone and succeeded. Okay. I do not know whether generally it is done in a practice in the classes or not. But in my class, I will give you the name and number of the students who you can openly talk up to and ask his experience and how he was benefited. I told you the course content, passing tips. I mean, frankly, if I have to tell you passing tips, go through our recording. Once, twice, no issues, till you understand. Because I have made it simple to understand conceptually. Ask questions on WhatsApp. They will be solved immediately. And third, solve past 10 papers. Solve past 10 papers in exam conditions. And send it to me for assessment. This is as simple a technique. How many hours you should study? Around 150 hours, including browsing. Browsing our videos. But that is if you are a CA. If you are a non-CA, a BCom or a CA inter, then I will take these hours up to 200 to 250 hours, depending upon how much grasp you have. I would not like to give you a promise that the course is very easy. Certainly not. But the fact that we always had 80 to 90% result last 10 years itself speaks about it. Now you will ask me what is the result of ACCA as a whole for DPIFRS? Okay. I'll give you a simple answer. The answer is around 40 to 50%. Then you will ask me, if this result is 40 to 50, how your result is 80 to 90? Answer is simple. Answer is that I am 64 and coming from a generation where teachers used to beat the students. So here also, I keep a continuous watch over students and shout at them if they don't study. So you are going to get a strict master G. Okay, be prepared for that, but that is in your interest because you have chosen the correct profession. And then mentoring lifelong. Let me tell you today itself, one student of mine, I'll give you the name also, Hetal Shah from Mulund. She changed the job and gave the interview after consulting me on how to give the interview. And this is the situation of today. Monday, she is resigning from a multinational and joining the big startup. Okay. So every 1 or 2 months, every month, 1 or 2 cases of my mentor students, and some of them have done the course 5 years back. They are still in touch with me. Okay. The exam is held twice in a year, June and December. The marks are 100 marks. Passing is 50. And because of Corona, nowadays the exam is happening on computer. The last exam, which happened in December, happened actually at home situation, but that was pretty strict. But now it is going to happen at the centers, but on computers. Out of that 100 marks, there are 4 questions, and the most important question is on consolidation. So you have to be consolidation champion. Then the number of IFRS and IAS standards are around 41, of which 35 are there in your exam. 35 standards are there for your exam. And some not so relevant standard like hyperinflation, insurance, retirement benefit, like a provident fund, investment fund, they are not there in your syllabus. So not to worry, because the remaining standards by and large take care of 99% of the situation. So
the exam is on is an MCQ format, or it's a written exam where you have to solve problem-based exam?
Solving the problems and some theories. My qualification wise, I am a CA of 1980, CMA, that is cost accountant, of 1984, company secretary of 1987, LLB of 1981, diploma IFRS of 2009, then valuer exam pass, international valuer of 2018, then Six Sigma of 2010. Then from IIM Ahmedabad, I have done mergers and acquisition in 2005. There are quite a few qualifications. But as I said, we have a Limca record of 2009. We have a GRRF record of the biggest webinar 2019, and we have Asia Pacific record of 2020. I have personally taught IFRS lectures in more than 100 companies, including Tata's and Reliance, and you name the companies. And I have taught in more than 25 cities of India, the conferences and lectures also. The latest visit was Bhubaneswar, where I was there in February 2020. February 2020. February 2021 to deliver a lecture on IFRS and Index. That was a regional conference. Practically all cities have delivered the lectures, which are having, let's say, more than population of more than 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. Yes. There is hardly any city where I have not traveled. And I have given the lectures in all CA conferences, ICAA conferences, CS conferences. In last 5 years, 3 times I was a speaker at Qatar. I have given the lectures on IFRS in Texas, Dallas, USA. I have spoken in Bulgaria. I have given lectures in Nepal, Dubai, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. I have given my number and I am available 24/7. But send WhatsApp. Don't call.
Thank you, sir.